I'm Jess from Purple Blossom Yoga Studio, and you're watching the East Daily Download.
This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. This is the East Daily Download. That's right. This is the East Daily Download.
So let's get started.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East, or as I'm calling today's show, my quest to find a haircut. Exhibit A. We'll get back to that at another day and time. Today we have much bigger fish to fry. On this show and tomorrow's show, we have a more serious topic we want to discuss, which is COVID. It's been a year since we've all been in this weird place of being at home a lot more, which is great. Being at home has been nice. However, I think like many of you, we're all kind of ready to get back out into the world a little bit more and explore, interact, shake hands, hug people, see people we haven't seen in a while, family, friends, etc. So what we thought we would do today and tomorrow is provide some information, some resources on where you can find information about vaccinations. We're not telling you to do it or not to do it. We just want to give you that information so that you can do it if you so choose. For instance, I was vaccinated, well, in part. I had my first shot of Pfizer, and my next one is actually next Tuesday, I believe. So after that, I'll be fully vaccinated. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to being able to see family that I haven't been able to see in a while. I know a lot of us have grandparents or parents that are older that we haven't been able to interact with because of this. So that'll be a nice relief. So we want to give you that information so you can take the steps you need to take to move forward with however you want to proceed with that. So we're just here as a resource for you. Okay, enough talking from me. Let's get into the stories. We'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, you're right. It's something that really caused a lot of people anxiety, and now it's seen as a symbol of hope. I'm talking about shots, but more specifically the COVID vaccination. People in Pitt County were quick to sign up once they were able to. The Greenville Convention Center was offering vaccinations by appointment only. Once you sign up, you're able to acknowledge that you will receive one of the 3 shots. That's the Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson. And then the type of shot that you got varied by the date of your vaccination appointment. The process was really easy. I just went to videnthealth.com/vaccinate, answered a few questions, and was able to sign up for my appointment. From the moment I got to the Greenville Convention Center, you pull up in the parking lot. There are people outside really ready to explain to you the process so that you always know where to go and you really feel at ease. You got out of the car. From that moment, you walk closer to the convention center where they take your temperature and just make sure that you're ready to go on inside and get that vaccination. Before you enter, there is another station where they ask for your name and appointment time, and then you go on inside. For me, there was really no wait. There's a specific station that you're designated to while many people are getting the vaccination beside you. And so at that point, you sit down. There's a few more questions that they ask you before one of the nurses comes up and injects the arm that you choose. I got the Johnson & Johnson shot, and that is just 1 dose, so I won't need to get another one after that vaccine. But I will say that once the shot was injected, I could feel the medicine entering my body, and my arm did get sore and it started feeling really heavy. And upon that time, they advised me to just make sure that my arm kept moving. And that really helped, because after I got the shot, within that 15 minutes, they sent you to the next room to wait. I kept my arm moving. I was able to listen to the music of the Four Seasons community concerts while they played as people waited, and it was a real calming experience. And at the end of that 15 minutes, my arm was a lot less sore. So just keeping it moving was really good advice for me. So I was really happy to do my part and get this vaccination. A lot of people in my family are vaccinated, and we are going to be able to reunite soon. It has been far too long. I am interested in hearing your experiences, if you all have been vaccinated, or just what you think about it. So reach out to us on our social media. And I'm Anissa Sakile with the East Daily Download.
Follow the East Daily Download on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Use the hashtag East Daily Download.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day is off to a great start so far, and lunch is headed your way shortly, because I don't know about you, I'm hungry. But we'll get back to that later. So one of the things we are talking about today and tomorrow is information. COVID-19 has hit all of us across Eastern North Carolina, the state of North Carolina, the entire country, the entire world. It's been difficult. The whole year, everybody's gone through a lot of stresses because of it, but now there are several vaccines out there in different communities to help get people vaccinated. So we just wanted to let you know about that and let you make your own decisions about what you're going to do with it. So first up, in no particular order, we have our friends from Lenoir County. LenoirCountyNC.gov is the website you want to go to. So for people in Pink Hill, LaGrange, Kinston, this is your resource right here. Check it out. You can find out more information about vaccinations there. Okay, let's move on. Let's get back into the show. We'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
Being able to tailgate is just one of the ways that fans are able to celebrate being allowed back at games. ECU officials are making sure everyone follows safety guidelines as they root on the Pirates.
Let's go Pirates!
Tailgating, grilling, and fans are back.
I have goosebumps and I'm just trembling, just excited.
That excitement coming as state restrictions are loosening to allow limited capacities at sporting events. Fans say it's what they've been looking forward to.
I'm really excited to be back because I haven't been back since last baseball season before it was canceled.
ECU officials worked hard to make sure the stadium was ready for fans. The community is also happy to see the bleachers filled yet again.
The local community has been they've been hit hard in the last year. Not only Greenville, but all the communities.
Larry Melton is a Pirate fan. He says the return of fans to stands means cash.
We can't keep these facilities up without revenue. So now having these fans back, and it's bringing some revenue back.
As fans return to the ballpark, they know they have a job to do.
We'll follow all the guidelines we have to follow so we can be here. We're just glad to be here.
Those a part of Pirate Nation are also glad to get back to some of their favorite game day traditions.
I like that I can go to the football and baseball games, and that in the jungle I can do gymnastics and run around in the field.
Fans tell me they're happy to do their part the rest of the season to keep everybody safe. That includes following requirements for masks and social distancing. In Greenville, Ford Sanders, 9 on your side.
Now downloading Salute to the East. The following is a ridiculous promotional announcement from Eastern North Carolina CW. Get ready for big laughs because we've assembled the funniest sitcoms of all time for you, Bob's Burgers.
It's Belcher against Belcher.
Whenever I'm hungry for laughs, I just put some Bob's Burgers on and I'm all better.
Now this priceless masterpiece is yours free.
Whenever I'm hungry, Bob's Burgers is all I need.
Act now and you'll also receive Family Guy, absolutely free.
Let's do this! Yeah!
A Family Guy is a classic. I love when Peter fights a chicken. It's ridiculous.
Crazy. I don't quite get it, but I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty funny.
If you act right now, this set of shows won't set you back a month's salary. You'll get them for free.
It's unlimited hours of laughter and fun made available to you.
The greatest sitcoms of all time on Eastern North Carolina's CW. This offer is not available in stores.
Hey, we are back here on the East Daily Download. Hope your day is going great so far. Quick question for you. Does anybody know of anybody who cuts hair? Stylist, barber, etc. This is getting a little out of control, and my previous person up and moved away, and the previous person before that disappeared. So I'm in need of help. So if you let me know. Download at WNCT.com is the email address. Let me know if there's any good ideas out there for a stylist. Okay, let's jump back into this here. We were talking about vaccinations, COVID-19, the world we've been living in for the last 12 months. Because March to March, I mean, in some ways it feels like it's been very fast, and other times it feels very slow. It depends on the day and the time of year, I suppose. But, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel, which is the positive here. According to the CDC, things are moving in the right direction. So all we're here to do is just give you some information. You make your own decisions about what you're going to do. But for our friends in Onslow County, we wanted to highlight now, OnslowCountyNC.gov is the website. So for our friends in Hubert, North Topsail, Jacksonville, Swansboro, Richlands, this is where you'd go. Do what you want with that information. We just wanted to make sure you had it. Okay, why don't we jump back into the show, check out this next story, and we'll be back here in a little bit on the East Daily Download.
My name is Anna Dixon, and I teach aerial yoga, breathwork, and pranayam at Purple Blossom Yoga Studio here in Greenville, North Carolina. So our breath is amazing. Unconsciously, it reflects the state of our nervous system, but consciously, it's an amazing tool that we have to change the state of our nervous system. And what I'm going to teach you right now is how to actually change the state of your nervous system from a fight, flight, stress mode to a rest, digest, calm mode. So let's begin. So take an inhale, pause, and then take one more inhale on top of that. And then allow the breath to softly come out like a parachute softly landing. Let's do that one more time. Take an inhale, pause, and then inhale again, fully expanding the ribs in all directions to a degree that feels good to you, and then slowly exhale. The second part involves pulling the navel towards the spine. That engages what's called your transverse abdominis, which is the antagonist to your diaphragm, your main breathing muscle. And when you engage the transverse abdominis, you help to relax the diaphragm, making it more efficient. So let's try pulling navel towards the spine on an exhale. Catch the wave of an inhale. And then exhale, pulling navel towards the spine to a degree that feels comfortable to you. Let the breath start in the belly and then rise up the torso, perhaps all the way to the clavicles, and then settling back down. Let's add those two things together. Catch the wave of an inhale, pause, inhale again, touch the gentle peak, and then slow exhale, pulling navel towards the spine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as much as feels good to you. Release, let the breath come in. Take a nice, easy, slow 3-part breath and exhale. How do you feel? If you want to learn more of these techniques and dive into your yoga practice, check out www.purpleblossoyogastudio.com. We have many classes in studio and online, and when the weather is warm, out in the park as well.
Hey Eastern North Carolina, I'm Alexa Kay with the Down East Wood Ducks, the baseball team in Kinston, North Carolina. And just because we don't have baseball right now doesn't mean we can't give you guys a tour of the stadium. Let's go check it out. Well, we are at the first stop on our stadium tour, which is obviously the bullpen. This is where all of our pitchers are going to be warming up, and if they're a reliever, they're going to be hanging out over here while the game's going on, getting ready to be called in. Let's see what's next. Okay, the next stop on our tour is the Wood Ducks dugout, which is a crucial part of any baseball complex. Most fans would not get to see it, so we're just giving you guys a sneak peek. Here it is. And the next stop on our tour are the batting cages, which are pretty self-explanatory, but not everybody gets to see them, so we wanted to make sure that you got to. Next stop, let's go. Okay, the last stop on our tour is the Woody's Press Box. This is where our visiting and home broadcasters sit, and our PA guy, and a lot more important people up here. I spend a lot of time up here before games getting ready for the show that we put on for you guys, and we definitely wanted you all to have a sneak peek and a behind the scenes of the press box. So here you go. We can't wait for baseball to start back. We miss you, we miss baseball, and go Wood Ducks.
Now downloading 9 on Your Side News.
Downtown Kinston is seeing more traffic.
I see a lot more people walking around downtown, and we have had a few people come in today.
Baseball fans are coming to watch the Freedom Classic competition, and they're splurging at local businesses.
Mom and Dad from Wisconsin who were here 2 years ago and came back to see us because they had bought clothes in and wanted to shop again.
Becky Whittington, the owner of Just Add Salt Boutique, is one of many here who've seen a business slump over the past year because of COVID. The 3-day series of games is giving her a glimmer of hope.
You know, this is the first live sporting event that we've seen, so it'll be fun to get out there tonight and watch the game.
I know 2 or 3 of our hotels are already about booked, which is very good. The restaurants are, it helps them out.
Josh Bass works at Lenoir County Park and Recreation. He says parent turnout is the most they've seen. It'll also be the first year for the Army participating in the competition instead of the Navy.
Navy, with the restrictions from the conference, they had a tough time doing it.
Workers from the Department of Recreation have been hosting programs at the stadium since December. Bass says the safety protocols are second nature.
Everything that we've done pretty much all year, we're putting here.
For Bass, it's about more than the game. It's about celebrating the military, veterans, and players.
After this, they're going to be going into the service and just making it a once-in-a-lifetime experience for the players.
And we're up.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good evening.
You're watching live coverage of a news conference.
Live to breaking news.
We're live outside.
Joins us live
in Kinston,
in Jacksonville,
in New Bern,
now in Greenville.
Dangerous conditions.
And this rain shield continues.
Rip currents can be really hard to spot.
The Washington waterfront.
Chair pieces and cable lines.
Walking you through the story.
Working day in and day out.
This election.
Unprecedented.
I did speak to the Board of Elections Director.
We are there with you.
We're on your side.
9 on your side.
Weekdays starting at 5.
When we say you can get 9 on Your Side news anywhere, we mean, well, anywhere. At work, over coffee, from the kitchen, the plane. WNCT 9 on Your Side. News on the go. Anywhere, anytime.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. As always, thank you so much for joining us. We know you have a lot of choices for your programs, and we thank you for choosing us. Our big shout out to our viewer of the day is for Amy Mora. Amy, thank you for watching the show. We appreciate your viewership. We work every day to try to bring you guys a great show. Stay tuned, you might be mentioned soon. Okay, we've been talking about vaccination destinations or places you can go or information you can get. So we're talking now about our friends in Carteret County, carterethealth.org. So that's going to deal with our friends in Beaufort, Morehead City, Pine Knoll Shores, Emerald Isle. This is where you need to look for your information directly in your local community. Okay, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about a few more places, do more stuff. It's going to be our Friday show, isn't it? Wow, the week goes fast, doesn't it? Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. How about that? I'm going to leave it right there. Check this information out. Be back here in 23.5 hours, and I'm going to go eat lunch. Bye-bye, everybody.
Friday on the East Daily Download, it's a Fashion Friday. and keep a lookout for Salute to the East. Plus, we'll take a look back at our musician interviews and performances. That's all Friday on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.